No blue circle. We don't do blue circles anymore. I miss the blue circles.
No blue circle.
No blue circle.
Aw.
No, Facebook just keeps changing shit.
Really?
Yeah, Facebook just keeps changing shit. So one of my favorite movies, a movie called Get Low.
Right.
A movie with the real Bobby D. Bobby D. I ain't talking De Niro. I'm talking Duvall.
Yes.
Robert Duvall.
Him and
It's got Bill Murray in it.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
It does. It's a valid point. I may watch it today. It's about an old man that's hidden himself away.
Mhm.
And you know what? He and the world don't get along. For whatever reason, he's chosen to take the high road and never talk about what things really happened or ever really. He's just sat back and let people put the responsibility on him. And so he becomes the old crazy coot
Right.
who wants to throw a funeral for himself. Not because he's hoping everybody's going to show up and speak highly of him, but because he wants a chance before he goes to set it straight.
Mhm.
To hear the good, the bad, the ugly, the not.
Everything.
Well, right. Sometimes you got to get low. You got to deal with the shit that's the excuses, the reasons, the bullshit we all carry. There's a slime pit in us that we don't want to deal with. It's the part we use to get away with whatever we get away with, excuse ourselves of whatever we're trying to hold ourselves to. It's the part that actually defines us.
Mhm.
And it defines us not because it is who we are, but because it's the crap all over us that hides who we are. It's why it's everybody else's fault. It's why. So he throws this funeral, and in the end, spoilers, it ends up the bullshit was all bullshit.
Right.
That there were meaningful bits that had been left behind because of excuses.
Okay.
You know, everybody wants to define why shit's not their fault. It's all my fault, guys. I own every bit of it. It's my fault. The show is slowing down because I haven't been feeling well and I'm out of energy. That the reality is somehow I have to keep chugging. I've got to get low and I've got to deal with it. Because there's no excuse that makes what I'm doing less important. Whether it's hearing you, or hearing the people around us, or hearing the people we bring in, it's hearing the people. Because it's all that matters.
Mhm.
I don't friggin' matter. I don't fucking matter. I am not the important part of this. There is a reason why I go, no, not about me.
That doesn't compute to me.
Well, it doesn't. I know. You don't
You're
get it.
human and
I
humans
understand.
matter.
You don't get it. I get it. You don't. Nobody gets it. Everybody's sure it's got to be about somebody. It's about people. It's about the individual. No, it's not.
Okay, so what's it about?
All of us. Everybody. Saving everybody. It's not about me. That's why I endlessly go, no, put the money there.
Mhm.
Because it's about hearing everybody's stories. It's not about me. What I'm doing isn't about me. Why I'm pushing it isn't about me. Or what I would care about is where the hell is the money for me. That's what I'd be worried about.
Right.
That's what would be in my head. Not how do I overcome the douchebaggery of the general populace. How do I get them to see that they're people? How do I get them to see themselves as not douchebags? Because the part holding everybody back really isn't all the blame they put on everybody else. I'm the one so smart, oh my God, so fortunate, that I know it's all fucking bullshit. That the projected at everyone is about what's going on inside.
Right.
The second I see someone go, I know it ain't about me.
Right.
I can't produce that much energy in another person. That's about somebody else feeling like shit. The defense. There is nothing that tells me how little confidence somebody has more than how hard they will defend themselves. Because if you have confidence, you don't have to. It's okay to be wrong. If you have confidence, you can learn from things. If you have confidence, you don't need all the fucking excuses. Because they're meaningless anyways. It doesn't matter. They're meaningless. Everybody with the, well, yeah, but so-and-so this and so-and-so that. Everything in conflict is bullshit. Endlessly. Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Where do those excuses come from, you think?
Inside. They're the hammers we beat ourselves with that we get tired of hitting ourselves with, so we hit everybody else. Dear Christians, you know you're not acting like Christians. That's why you're judging everybody. You're assholes. Dear everybody that's sure they should tell everybody else how to do it, how about you fix your own shit? It was always you all the way down. All the way down. Accept it. Quit fighting it. Take care of it. Deal with your bullshit. I go into Buddhist communities where they talk about the most important thing being sharing time, hearing each other, meeting each other where they are, kicking each other out of groups because they're not compassionate enough.
Do you think people aren't trying?
I think they're trying to fix out there. I don't think they're trying to do what matters. I don't think they're trying to fix in here. You know, the hard part? The part that's actual work, that's your work to do.
Right.
I think everybody walks around going blah, blah, blah. It's like a comedian showing up somewhere where there are a bunch of kids and blaming them for the fact he can't do his raw act, so he does it anyways. It's self-centered. It's fear of not being able to perform.
Right.
It's tiny pee-pee energy. Okay? Over and over again.
Okay.
If you're not rolling with the parts you need to deal with,
Right.
and you find yourself day after 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 day saying the same fucking excuses, guess what? That's you. That's not somebody else. It's not. Now, some people, though, will lay around as people pile the shit on them and try and figure out some way to meet those people where they are and take the hits until they grow the fuck up. It ends up it doesn't work. I have hope for 10-year-olds. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do past that. Carry it all?
No, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, but what if what I'm doing is more important than them, too?
That sounds very egocentrical.
Oh, really? That something other than me is more important than other people? As well as more important than me? That sounds real egocentrical, yeah. Saving the world is more important than me, guys. But if I say it's more important than you, that means I'm full of ego? Oh, so sorry I don't follow that fucked up logic.
Saving the world is not the most important thing in the world. The most important thing in the world. The most important thing in the world.
Is you?
No.
Is what?
It's not me. It's not you. The most important thing in the world is being in the moment and being present in the moment. That is the most important thing in the world. That is
You mean
thing.
present in the moment for other people?
Yes.
You don't get it. Yeah, be present. Actively, not with, like I'm more important than the other people. Sorry.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's ego.
Okay.
The lack of ego is going, hey, there's something more important. Not, hey, you're saying I'm not important. Is that your ego? No, I'm saying I'm not important. Everybody else going, but I am. I am. Seeing people as people requires that you be present.
Right.
Okay? The being present part gets you where you need to go.
Yes.
It's not just some sad excuse to now use somewhere else. It doesn't mean you get to ignore what needs to be done.
Right.
You know what? I spent years deciding, you know what? 40 days of water or try. Flush the fucking system, get rid of these assholes, or try. Realize that, you know what, there's no way this is going to work. Humans can't accomplish acting like more than 12-year-olds. Yeah, acting like more than 12-year-olds. I need things. I want mine, 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 mine. Where's mine? All I dream about is what I can take from everybody. I'm a small child. Look around the world. Why am I wasting my time? Yes, there's a million opportunities endlessly. This can change overnight if anybody gave effort. Anybody. All I have to do is talk to people for an hour. It's not hard. You want to change the world, act like you give a fuck about the other people. But I'm telling you, the real problem is you don't give a fuck about yourself.
Are you talking to me?
No, the world.
Okay.
I
know.
I'm angry. I'm tired. What if I don't have enough time? If I die tomorrow, how long do you think this lasts?
I don't know.
But maybe.
I can't do this alone. I know
See,
for a
maybe
fact that I can't do this alone.
Maybe seeds were planted somewhere. I don't know. I don't have any way of knowing. I don't have any means to be attached to it. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated by the fact that everybody's got endless fucking excuses. Everybody. It's everybody. You know what? I was dealing with that in another situation where even at the end there were defensive postures.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking waste of my time. I'm an open book.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should be. Everybody should be. I'm tired of the lies and the games and the playing and For those of you that don't know, I've been put on steroids for some viral thing. It's probably got me a little keyed up.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Got a shot yesterday. I did. Got a box of them somewhere. Up here they are. 6 days worth of steroids, see if it does anything. I love the idea of doctors throwing darts at my body in the hopes that something hits the mark. That
Right.
makes me feel so much better. No, it doesn't. I like to know what's going on guy. I'm a sciencey guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a guy that tries to talk about schedules and tries to talk about... I try to figure it out. Because every piece you figure out is a piece you can set down.
Mm-hmm.
Every piece you grind on is a piece that's tearing your head apart. It's wasted time.
Do you think you're grinding on this?
No, I wasn't. That I'm actively trying to do something. I'm actively trying to get in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's meaningful. don't want it to be an endless fight. You know what? I mean it. I point out how stupid and simple and easy it is to save the world. And by the way, saving the world doesn't mean not saving yourself. It means saving yourself and giving room for the other people too. If you find yourself with an endless list of excuses involving other people, I strongly suggest you sit down with a mirror and shut the fuck up. It's not to say there aren't bad things that happen to people. I don't mean that by any means. My point is, if you're not trying to change something, don't complain. Help if you can. That it becomes a, you know what, everybody just,
Does
yeah, ask me questions.
Does the state of the world cause you misery? Because that's what this sounds like to me.
I think
is
people
great
want to
pain.
project
No, I
conflict globally, and in my head,
Mhm.
people are not dealing with it individually. No,
okay,
it's not where you fight fires,
right.
but everybody's looking for an excuse instead of dealing with anything
Right.
valid. You know, that everybody's got a why.
hmm
And I don't mean the why you work at it. I mean the why it was okay that it didn't go right, or why that.
Why does it have to go right?
It's got to go. Right part is not a direction. The only right to the right part is people have to start treating each other like people.
Mm.
And that has to happen, or we're not going to make it. Big future prediction here. Humans either learn or they're fucked. No big deal. We're not that important. Don't get so high and mighty with your save the world. No one's trying to save the world. Everybody's trying to save the species. Shut the if I see another thing that says we're trying to save the world. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're trying to make sure we don't trash it so bad we can't exist. It's self-centered, egotistical crap. Now, is there anybody out there, okay, we're going to clean up the garbage patch. It's great. We got to
By
clean
that
up the
same
mess.
token, everything could be self-centered. Could be considered self-centered.
Well, then everybody should get the fuck over that. Did I stutter?
No.
It's a bunch of self-centered assholes. I look around the world and what I see is a bunch of self-centered assholes.
hmm
I see everybody obsessed with their thing and what can they get and how can they own, like, so there's a fear on a level that people don't even relate to. They don't even realize it's what drives them endlessly to fuck each other over. Every human being on this planet is afraid that tomorrow it could be gone. To a one.
hmm
And that's how we manipulate the world. You go, think about it. Current push in Europe. You know what? I'll cut off gas to the people that need heat to make them do what I want.
Right.
Vladimir Putin's a slimy piece of shit, and we all know it. Hey, Ping.
No arguments there.
Hey,
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh. I see you over there playing games in China. Take your jets back home. How about you take care of the people in the part you are running that you're not taking care of? You're not a leader. Sorry. You don't have a big plan other than I want more. You're a child. Sorry. I want more, Daddy. Children.
What scares you the most?
What scares me the most?
Yeah.
Not having the energy to keep going. Not having the ability to keep going. Have you met my friends? I know how to beat this. It's an exponential problem. I'm a math guy. If everybody starts going, have you met my friends? Everybody.
Right.
Guess what? 6 days. That's how long it would take. We all already know each other. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Right.
Even across those imaginary lines into China. Seriously.
Right.
We're all connected. Oh, unless our ego gets so big we can't deal with that. I'm you, you're me. Sorry. We're universe, and if I'm not taking care of it, I'm not taking care of everybody.
Right.
Self-centered children. Because we have to be. Because that's the system we've set up. Globally. Hey, for anybody out there arguing over current political systems, let me express to you in the simplest of terms so that maybe you can follow me. Every current political system on the planet is set up in the hopes of making the people that have no control feel like they have a little. Look at the top. There's money everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Buy into whatever system you want and then identify the lie. Because it's a lie.
Right.
You know, good Christians looking at me telling me, no, we have to vote for Donald Trump because what about our retirement? Holy fuck, did you read the goddamn book? He said get a camel, try and put it through the eye of a needle. If that's the way you're thinking, dumbass. See, the amazing thing is all this information is here and we all fucking know it. Down to Disney telling us.
Right.
Oh, we're supposed to be good to each other. But nobody is. Because everybody's lost in their head and wearing a mask. And sure, they're alone. And nobody's ever had it like this before. I got it so bad. Lots of people have it really bad. Most of them are working at getting through their day as opposed to whining like bitches. I love the United States because it is one of the wealthiest countries in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Even our homeless are overweight. True story.
I think humans look for the negative in situations.
Yeah, except in the mirror. No, they look for excuses in situations. They look for why it's everybody else's fault.
I don't think that's true. Like I don't think that's always true.
I don't think they admit that to themselves. No, I think you're right. They don't admit that. I don't think it's not true.
No, but I'm saying I think the problems we have stick in our heads a bit better than the successes that we have. And when we
obviously not, or we would have learned lessons from them.
No,
that's why
that
the reason I
doesn't
know the reason
that
I know
doesn't
they're
mean
just
that you-
excuses.
Hold on. Because if you think about it, if you think about a problem, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are gonna have the answer or that you're gonna learn from said problem. You're just thinking about the problem. That's all I'm saying.
So that's
all I'm
not
saying
thinking. That's not
Exactly,
thinking. That's
you're-
grinding. That's not
Yes.
thinking. Let me go on record as definitionally going.
Okay.
Not thinking.
Okay, not thinking, then grinding on the problem.
Okay, that's meaningless. Yes,
My point is,
that's worthless.
I think humans do that more than.
Yep, you're
than
right.
anything
That was
else,
my
yes.
point. Worthless. Wasting your time. Definitely not present in the moment.
Right.
Definitely looking for excuses and then going, I don't know. So, yeah, you're making my point.
I'm not trying to argue.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not saying, but I'm
Yeah.
not as in my point again.
Yes.
But you're making my point. People paying for lessons all day long. Nobody learning how to play piano. Nobody paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Look around you globally. It's a fucking playground with bullies. It's pathetic. It's acting like little kids and endlessly going, We can't get past the bully mentality. Why? Because our entire global society is based on how much can I take from everyone else. Who's working on that problem, huh? No, what they're working on is how can I get more.
Right.
My suggestion is what we have to do is leave society as it currently exists. That we are finally at the point, technologically, that we can walk the fuck away. Really. I suggest that everybody drain every government in the world by doing it too. Be unemployed. I'm not doing that for that reason, for anybody who's out there thinking that. No, I'd like to take a vow of fucking poverty. In the end, I'd love to be living in a monastery talking to you. But I would miss my family, and I believe that it's my path to have to do this out fucking side. I hate that part. I know it's true, but I hate it. I want to hide down here where I don't have to fucking deal with it. Because I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the global excuses. I'm tired of the lack, follow me here, of leadership globally. Let's tiff and throw fits at each other. Fight at 350 over at the UN, man. Once school gets out, I'm going to kick your ass. It's pathetic. It's all we know how to do. You know, I've talked about stuff like livestock. The idea of what we need is a global coming together.
Right.
Beyond just the... It's such a shit show out there with all those fucking lines, and we've been drawing them for fucking thousands of years, and those lines are meaningless. Defining human beings by whether they were built a foot this direction or a foot that direction is about as meaningful as pink for girls and blue for boys.
Right.
The guys on either side of the Russian war on Ukraine were all born in the same part of the world, and they're closer to being relatives than most people.
Yep. That's how fights and wars work. We fight with our brothers more than we fight with our enemies.
Should we stop down in the Middle East? A fucking disgusting mass of fighting over power and money. Literal brothers, too stupid to read their own goddamn books about how this could happen. You literally... So I'm a little tired of, I know everybody has the answers, and they're ignoring them. And then they have an excuse as to, I didn't realize. Everybody realizes they're supposed to be good to each other. Guess what? That excuse ain't flying for none of you anymore. Sorry. I apologize, but that one's no good. We have consistently pushed the assholes to the top. You have to be a narcissistic piece of shit to end up in charge. Even the best ones. Even the guys we like. Why? Because that's what it takes to get there. We've literally built a system that means you're going to have children at the top.
Right.
And you're going to have adults at the bottom working. And then the managers are going to be like, oh, I finally got a job where I don't have to do anything. I get to tell people what to do. Worthless pieces of shit. Endless management. Oh, God, we have perfected it. Middle management is the place to be in the United States. You mean the leeches? Yeah, I mean the fucking leeches. The people not actually involved in doing anything.
Right.
Well, here's the fun fact. What that really means is if we gave a fuck about each other, we don't actually have to work this much. If we were all pulling together, the concept of 7 days a week, 40-hour week, anything like that is bullshit. But hey, let's check out how India's doing with that. Well, what if we have defined some people as untouchables and those jobs I'm too good for?
Right.
We don't meet each other as equals. We draw lines. We put people in boxes. We define them. God, the music industry's rife with it. How fucking bullshit is hip-hop not recognizing producers as artists? Really? They're going to put together and arrange an entire fucking symphony behind people, and that's the artist? The guy that came up with some words and didn't have to work at... Count notes if you want to compare notes and words. Guess what? Newsflash. The artist would be the producer at that point. Everybody writes poetry.
The masses don't care. I've come to that conclusion that the masses don't care.
What makes you think that?
Well, there's no... I mean, there are some, but, like, by and large, there's no, like, famous producers. Like, there are famous producers,
exactly, because
yes,
the artist
like,
held them down.
I don't think it's that.
You don't?
No.
Oh, so how did it happen
People
then?
put out instrumentals all the time, and they don't get the same...
Oh, so it's because they... I see. So it doesn't have value because it doesn't have a singer on it.
No, that's not what I said. I said the masses don't care.
So how's the a cappella line going? I'm just going down your road. How's the a cappella guys doing?
The a cappella guys?
You know, the guys singing without a producer.
No, I'm not saying...
No. You said
I'm not
the
saying
producers
that
don't
part
have
is
flow.
is less valuable. I'm not saying that part is less valuable. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the masses doesn't care.
What I'm saying is the masses aren't
That
listening.
has nothing to do with value. That
What
has nothing to do
Can I
with
give you
value.
the masses do care? Can I prove it?
Okay.
How's the a cappella stuff going? You used whether or not people were listening to instrumentals to validate what you were saying.
It's
what I'm
a
telling
marriage of the instrumental and the person.
Equals.
Yes. I view them as equals.
Now I see the problem in music.
But
no, it's a
why
problem.
are you seeing it as a problem?
Why? You mean we drew a line where somebody's lesser and somebody's greater? Gosh, we should do a show on that called... We could call it Where's the Line?
Okay.
Or we could defend all the lines. And we could be like...
By and large, what I've seen is that the people that care about producers are other producers.
That's sad. I've heard that about other races. Oh, wait. Too close to home now?
No.
But do you follow me?
I get what you're saying.
It's just as valid. It's just as valid. Don't get me wrong, not on the same scale or level. I'm not comparing. Yeah, I am. You draw lines, you're a fucker. I don't care if they're racist. I don't care what reason you decide you're better than somebody else. Fuck you. Kanye, you suck. Any other questions? Any song that comes out with 10 producers and one artist, I know the artist wasn't shit and the producers were working their ass off. Because they were trying to make some piece of shit sound good. Waving at you, Kanye.
Doesn't matter how many people you put on a song. It doesn't mean...
It doesn't mean they had to work their asses off? You think randomly that many people ended up in a room for no reason? Come on.
I think that when you're making a project, it depends. Sometimes it's a one-man band. Sometimes it's a collection of people making a project.
And do you recognize them?
You should. But I'm not in charge of that.
I didn't say you were. Wait a minute.
Know?
You're defending it. I never thought you were in charge of it. Just because you defend everything doesn't ever mean I think it's really yours to defend. You just have always defended the underdog. You'll get in a fight over anything I say, and I know that. I'm telling you, wherever you draw lines, it's bad.
I don't think there's someone drawing a line. At least in that
Okay, how about
case.
accepting the line?
Accepting the line?
Sure, it's the same as drawing it, but I'll use a different word so you're willing to, I don't know, accept it.
Sure.
But your point is there somebody actively drawing a line in all the lines you know?
No.
It doesn't take somebody actively drawing a line. It takes people actively erasing them. Actively. Not, well, but everybody seems to agree. Well, guess what? That's the problem. Everybody's fine with it. Because everybody's just trying to figure out who can take the most from whoever. Sorry. I see assholes all the way down. We are descendant from a long line of assholes. Because really, evolutionarily, it's better to be the asshole. You don't starve. The other guy does. The guy that shared his food is dead. The question we all must deal with in the next, you know what, let's call it 75 years. Mm-hmm. It's going to go bad before then, but fuck it, let's pick a number. Is whether or not we rise up out of the filth and deal with it. Or whether we go, everybody agrees. Did I do that? Well, yeah, but all the other countries got to burn shit for a long time. Why can't we? You know, but everybody's mean to me, so I'm mean to them. Well, but everybody else does it, and yeah, it's okay. Sounds like kids, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Well, but everybody does it. Saddest excuse anyone's ever used. Saddest. Saddest, saddest, saddest. Literally what it says is, I know it's wrong, but I'm going to embrace it because I think it's okay because other people do it. I have one basic goal every single day. It's not for everybody. You have one goal. When you wake up in the morning, there is a simple question. Will the world change you, or will you change the world? Will I accept this as, well, everybody does it? Or will I try to say, here's my friends? Will I try to see people as real people? Will I actively work at it every single fucking day? If not, you're not in the fucking arena. Because I'm telling you, the rest of it's a goddamn lie. And you're treating symptoms. Why does everybody hate each other? Because they hate themselves. Well, no, I don't. I sit with people. I hear it. Excuses as to why being a bad person is okay. It's things like, you know what, but everybody does that. It seems like everybody's okay with it. Why can't we have slaves? Everybody's happy. Even the slaves seem happy.
That's a very different thing.
That was the argument that was used.
Yes, I understand that.
That's the argument everybody's using now.
But that's an extreme, though.
Well, yeah, that points it out, doesn't it? That's why you use extremes. That's the point. Doesn't make it less true.
I don't know.
It doesn't make it the exact same excuse for something different. It's the exact same excuse everybody... Well, I mean, those producers look happy. $200 per beat. You know what? So maybe the beat makes thousands of dollars. Oh, well, they look happy. Those beat guys look happy. You know what? Those untouchables in India, yeah, they got to clean out the sewers, but they're smiling. They look happy. You know what? Those poor kids in the Ukraine getting blown up in their school, you know what? I saw a smile on their face, though, on the body. It's okay. Let me draw lines wherever you want. Pick which lines are okay. Which lines are okay?
I don't know.
You know, where do you draw the lines that it's okay? How do you pick and choose who's good enough? I don't believe in a divinity, in a universe, in a God that could possibly ever have any of these thoughts. So I know every faith in the world is just projecting their bullshit. Because I've gone back and read them, and guess what? Even the people they gave credit for to somehow being in touch with that divinity, they didn't say that. You had to get on board with the idea that after the fact, once that person is gone, the next person is connected with God, because that is what we said would happen. Ooh, sounds like human projection again. Well, but technically, you see, we have direct line to the prophet, because as you can see, we chose. Well, no, we have direct line by birth. It's supposed to be by blood. Ooh, that sounds like a fight over power there, guys. That doesn't sound like either of you care about nothing but who gets to be in charge. Oh. Holy Roman Empire much? Do you know that many Christians in the United States don't know that Catholics are Christians?
That's not possible.
But I'm telling you, this is a thing I've read lots of about, and I've run into those people. Where Catholics. You mean the originals, the OGs? I'm not saying they're right. I don't give them any credit for being OG.
Right.
I mean, in the end, everybody fought over power. I mean, don't get me wrong. Martin Luther was trying to change things. The Episcopalians. You can go through the list. Okay, the Church of England's a little weird. He wanted a divorce.
He just wanted to get divorced, yeah.
Will no one rid me of this serious Christian guy?
Then he started beheading wives and stuff like that.
Well, he started off by killing his best friend. Well, he thought that by making Thomas the bishop would side with him. Well, then he decided, I still really want a divorce, so I guess we got to kill him.
Okay.
His best friend.
Oh, wow.
Thomas of Becket.
Thomas Becket.
Thomas of Becket.
Oh, of Becket. Oh. Is it important?
My biggest fear some pieces of it touch me with hope. But then there are moments where I see it all and I have trouble not going, fuck. What am I even doing here? If I can't back away, if I back away, I'll feel like I haven't done what I was supposed to do.
Right.
I'm not here for me. Never have been. It's not about me. Or you. It's about the whole goddamn thing. And how do you switch it up? How do you make people act like adults? You can't. They have to decide it's a better life. It doesn't do any good for me to have days like this where I scream. Nobody's going to listen to me scream. I'm just another screaming head at that point. I'm frustrated. Everybody's got an excuse. Everybody's got a reason why it's somebody else's fault so they don't have to do it, and then they can just bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an excuse. You know, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. But it doesn't help when I'm not feeling good. Because...
you get low.
well, no, yeah. I don't know if I've planted enough seeds yet. I don't have any way of knowing that. How fucked up is it to feel like, damn, 54, and then feel like, oh shit, what if I get cut closer?
Right. That shit.